This girl had been her mother's precious jewel since childhood. Even at work, her mother always kept her by her side. But that day, the bored girl ended up playfully touching the factory machine. None of the nearby workers noticed her at all. As she kept turning the handle, her dress got pulled into the machine. When pulling with all her strength failed, she immediately screamed for her mother's help. At that very moment, a tragic accident happened. Worried about her daughter's safety, the mother did not notice the slippery plank under her feet. The girl froze in terror at what she saw. She could not believe what was happening. With her mother's cries echoing, nearby villagers rushed to help. At the same time, a worker hurried anxiously to the office to deliver the devastating news to the girl's father. When the man rushed to his injured wife, he found her body covered in wounds. The heartbroken man limped toward his terrified daughter. He believed his daughter was the source of all this tragedy. Luckily, the villagers stopped the out-of-control man in time. Then a kind female worker took the girl into the warehouse. At such a young age, she endured one blow after another. Her behavior began to grow strange. Even when her best friend in the village came to visit, she could not communicate normally anymore. After 3 days in the remote cabin, her mother finally passed away despite the rescue. To erase the painful memory, Tina's father raised a torch. After ordering the workers to pour gasoline, he set the factory ablaze. As the father was about to board the boat, Tina arrived at the shore just in time. But the father never looked back once, as if they were strangers. After both parents left her, Tina returned home alone. Imitating her mother, she flipped through the Bible. Every little noise would terrify the child. It seemed Tina would grow up alone like this. But 1 month later, one day, her father unexpectedly returned home. He even brought Tina a doll. But after living alone so long, Tina had become withdrawn. She bit her father hard on the arm and ran out of the room. The helpless father turned to his friend to vent. His friend suggested hiring a tutor for Tina. Maybe that could slowly change her. The next day, Tina was taken into a bedroom, but her tutor seemed even more insane than she was. Tina instinctively thought the woman was crazy, so she grabbed the Bible to protect herself. The next second, the tutor picked up the cello from the floor and prepared to play for Tina. When the beautiful melody filled the room, Tina immediately let down her guard. This feeling she had never known made her sink into the world of music. And so, with the passing of time, in the blink of an eye, 10 years passed. Tina had grown from a mad girl into a musician. Many from the nearby town came just to hear her play, especially her father's friend Jacob. He not only admired Tina's music, he also fell in love with the beautiful young woman. Until one day, Jacob called Tina's father aside and made an unsettling request. Since his wife had died, Jacob had never loved anyone again. But now, seeing the vibrant Tina, his desolate heart began to beat again. Since her father's business depended heavily on friends, he had no choice but to agree to Jacob's request. But this poor girl had no idea her fate was tied to a 50-year-old man.